front of me are two of the 3 or 4 variant cards that 3dfx produced that you could only get with an OEM system. Specifically, this one, the 3dfx 3500, came from a compact OEM system. It was clocked at 183 megahertz. And what's unique about this particular variant, it does not require the 3dfx cable, that proprietary cable that came with the 3500 retail edition. It's still clocked at the same 180-ish megahertz, 183 megahertz, and it still has 16 megabytes of SD RAM, but it does not have that specific cable that's kind of hard to find sometimes. It just takes a regular VGA cable. And on the other side of that, we have the 3dfx Voodoo 1000, and we're going to put the two together. Obviously, the 3500 is going to be much faster, but how much faster? How much extra performance are you going to get by having a 3500? Test system today is a Dell XPS T450 with an 800 MHz Pentium 3 upgrade, 256 megs of PC100 RAM, and an Aureal Vortex 2. And let's get nostalgic with some true classics from 3dfx. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Let's roll those benchmarks and listen to some sweet music from Karl with White Bed Audio. We're starting off with Quake 2 Glide performance. 640 by 480, you're only getting a 14% increase, but increasing that resolution to 800 by 600 and a whopping 45% increase in frames per second. Not bad, not a bad start. Surprised me that in the high resolutions, like at least in the Quake 2 benchmark, we're getting 61% performance increase with 92.9 frames per second in OpenGL versus 57.6. So if high resolution, like 1024 by 768 is very important to you, then a Voodoo 3 3500 or probably a Voodoo 3 3000 is probably worth the upgrade. And look at that. We're looking at mini GL versus glide performance. So with that driver, thanks to my viewer, I was able to get the test results, at least with the mini GL driver. And I was actually able to get a result of 88.8. And if you look at the orange bar all the way down, that shows the test results from 1024 by 760 all the way down versus glide. And as you can see, the mini GL driver, you're getting slight performance increase. I didn't even know about the mini GL driver. I don't know if this has anything to do with the Wicked 3D, or I remember when my friend had a Voodoo 3, he had to install the Wicked 3D driver, and you'd always get a little more performance. I think this is the mini GL driver. I completely forgot about it, and I really appreciate you for reminding me this existed and replacing that. And it's really easy to do. All you got to do is download the mini GL driver and just replace it. That's it. Mini GL is a little faster than your standard OpenGL, and the lower in the resolution you get, the higher the performance increase. But I noticed that there is a slight, the image quality, there is some sacrifice in image quality. So you're getting more performance, but the quality is going down. I think personally, if I was playing Quake 2 on a retro PC, I may even just use OpenGL, because I'd have to play with it a little more, but I think the quality trade-off isn't worth the performance, especially because you're already getting over 60 frames per second anyway. So but the mini GL driver is faster. I mean, there's not much to say with Quake 3's performance. You're getting 72% increase at high resolutions. You're still slightly under 60 FPS even with the Voodoo 3 3500, and you could really see where you're maxing out the Voodoo. I mean, the Voodoo 3 1000 is giving it everything it has, and you're gonna have to drop it down to 640 by 480 and definitely have an 800 megahertz CPU to enjoy this at 60 FPS if that's what matters to you. But you can really see the difference. That extra clock rate matter. I mean, you're almost getting a 72% increase in performance. We're talking about Unreal Glide performance. pretty substantial performance increase at 1024 by 768 on Unreal, with about 40% increase in frames. In 3D Mark 2000, we're getting a 36% increase in performance. Our score went from 2419 to 3295. Not bad. Not bad at all. In 3D Mark 99, we're only seeing a 12% increase from 5,240 to 5,851. In conclusion, I say if you can get a Voodoo 3 with 16 megs of RAM, depending on what resolution you want to play at, if 1024 by 768 is if you have to play in 1024 by 768, then obviously you need a 3000 or 3500. If 800 by 600 or lower is something that isn't a deal breaker, then a Voodoo 3 1000 will fit the bill just fine. Again, there's probably quite a bit of overclocking headroom if you attach a heatsink and proper cooling to one of these. I'm pretty sure you can get to a Voodoo 3 2000 at least, and if not that, even maybe approaching a Voodoo 3 3000, and then you're paying a little less, and it might be actually a fun project in my opinion. So I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, let me know, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And hopefully this helps you on your retro journey, and good luck and Godspeed until next time.